How's it going? Just gonna make sure everything's working before I get started here. That looks good. That's public. This looks like it's working. All right. So I got 3 drinks to try today. One of them's not on Amazon, sadly, but I'm gonna review it anyways. And then 2 of them are. So we got Olipop in the mini version, orange cream. I'll start with that one. And then Mountain Dew Orange Citrus Kickstart. That one's available. And then this is the interesting one, but sadly not available on Amazon. Kinza, yeah, Kinza Orange. And you can see different script language. This is in Saudi Arabia. So that's where that is made. I'll say that one for last. It's kind of an added bonus. I'll start with the Olipop because it's the smallest can. All right, I'm going to do my little presentation. Yeah. See how it goes. And then after each one, I'll take a look at comments and see if anyone said anything. Respond to those. But usually that's not the case. So, all right. Take a look at this Olipop Orange Cream. This is the mini version. So you're getting a smaller can. 7.5 ounce. Is that 222 milliliters? Let's go over the nutrition facts and such. 13% juice. 25 calories. 20 milligrams of sodium. 3 grams dietary fiber. 11 milligrams of vitamin C. My voice is making a weird noise. I don't know if it's being picked up in the microphone. Anyways. For the ingredients, we've got carbonated water, Ollie Smart, which is their mix of different fibers and such. I'll just show it on screen in a second here, up close. And then we've got clementine juice concentrate, cassava root syrup, mandarin juice concentrate, apple juice concentrate, lemon juice concentrate, natural flavors, stevia leaf, and Himalayan pink salt. So stevia leaf is a low-calorie sweetener. 25 calories, yeah. Interesting little can of drink. There it is, Olipop. Orange cream, a new kind of soda. 7.5 fluid ounce, 222 milliliters. 13% juice. It's always nice to see drinks that have actual juice in them. 25 calories for the can. It is a small can, but that's not too many calories. 20 milligrams of sodium. 3 grams dietary fiber. Yeah, a lot of these kind of artisanal, I don't know what you call these higher end soda pops put fiber in their drink. And then 11 milligrams of vitamin C. Looks like this one's made in Oakland, California. Then we got our ingredients. Carbonated water, the Ollie Smart, which is cassava root fiber, acacia fiber, guar fiber, Nepal cactus, marshmallow root. What does that say there? Calendula flower, kudzu root, clementine juice concentrate, cassava root syrup, mandarin juice concentrate, apple juice concentrate, lemon juice concentrate, natural flavors, stevia leaf, which is a low-calorie sweetener, sugar alternative, I always say do your research on that stuff and know what you're drinking because there can be some mixed research. But the stevia one, as long as you're not allergic to it, that's a newer, quote unquote, healthier one, apparently. Himalayan pink salt, and then some of these are extracts, the ones with the little asterisk on them. So that's it for that. Pretty simple, interesting mix of ingredients in this one. Lots of unique stuff in there. Let's pop it open. All right. I'm just going to pour this whole thing in here. Well, actually, I should have gone all the way. Whoops. That's dripping orange drink on my mouse pad. Let me try it from the can first. This is a carbonated drink. I have to clean my mouse pad later. Anyways, didn't have much carbonation from the can. So with the Olipop drinks, don't expect much carbonation. All right, there we go. There it is. You can see the carbonation, but you can't really notice it when you're drinking it too much. So I would assume natural colors here, all from the ingredients. Looks good. It's kind of a yellow to it. Yeah. Let's do a smell test. Definitely an orange smell to it, no surprise. Does have that cream soda type smell as well. So anyways, this is the Olipop Orange Cream mini version. Pretty smooth, a little bit of carbonation, definitely an orange flavor, and the cream flavoring is noticeable. I don't know what is in here that's doing the cream type flavor and taste. I'm not sure. Little bit tangy. Definitely a nice, pleasant orange flavor to it. It's not super strong tasting. The sweetness is relatively minimal. There is the stevia in here. Then also, what else do they have for the? I think it's just juice. So it's 3 grams of total sugars. And I'm pretty sure it's just juice. I don't think there's any additional sugar in here, which is nice. I don't see. There's clementine juice, which is a orange or citrus fruit, I should say. Mandarin juice concentrate, apple juice concentrate, lemon juice concentrate. So pretty much just imagine the flavor mix of those ones. So the clementine, mandarin, apple, yeah, that's pretty much what you get. At least for me, the prebiotics or whatever you call this, the fiber they have in here, my body isn't especially fond of it, but these are smaller cans. I had another can of this and I didn't have too many issues really after the fact. So maybe drinking the small cans of Olipop make more sense for some people like me than the big cans. Yeah, overall I really like the flavor of it. It's pretty solid. Uh, that nice cream somehow, I don't know how they do it. I don't know what ingredient is doing that, but it's a nice addition. And then, of course, the orange flavoring, which is actual oranges and some other fruit. Overall, I'd say it's not going to be perfectly close to traditional soda pop in flavor. It's not using real sugar besides the fruit, which is going to have fructose or whatever is in these fruits. Uh, yeah, I think at least to me, I think the flavor is pretty solid. The stevia does add a little bit of an aftertaste to it, and it's a unique flavor. So if you don't like the aftertaste of stevia, it's going to be in there at least a little bit. So yeah, expect that. Other than that, I think it's just a pretty pleasant drink. That was Olipop orange cream. All right, let me get this cup ready for my other drink later. Any comments, questions? That one was pretty good. I like that. I stopped drinking those after I had some like gas and such. I don't know if it's awkward to talk about, but depending on you, these might not be as active with your digestive system. At least for me, these ones compared to Culture Pop and Poppy, those other two brands are better for me with their ingredients. But I'm not gonna pass away from drinking it, so it's fine. And like I said, the smaller can last time I did a review of one of those was basically fine. So maybe I'll just get used to it eventually if I drink them enough. Who knows? That's probably good enough. Okay, next up, got the big boy. This is, let me wipe this off. Mountain Dew Orange Citrus Kickstart. All right. Taking a look at this Mountain Dew Kickstart in Orange Citrus. Has some actual juice in here, which is nice. So what we got? It's going to be 16 fluid ounce. Nutrition facts, 5% juice. So on the can here, it lists per serving and per can. I'm just going to do per can. 80 calories for the can, 180 milligrams of sodium, 21 total grams of carbohydrates. Of that, it's 20 grams of sugar, which is relatively low for a mass produced, normally sweetened drink and of this size. And then we've got vitamin C, niacin, B6, and pantothenic acid. I'm pretty sure those are all B vitamin, except for the vitamin C. So niacin, B6, and pantothenic acid. I think those are all B vitamins. For whatever reason, companies don't name them the same every time. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But there's various amounts of those four components. And we've got carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup. So right away, if you want to avoid high fructose corn syrup, don't drink this. White grape juice concentrate, concentrated orange juice, citric acid, sodium polyphosphate to protect flavor, natural flavor, gum arabic, potassium sorbate to preserve freshness, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, caffeine, sodium citrate, acephane potassium, sucralose, acetate, isobutyrate, sucralose. So there's a bunch of low-calorie sweeteners in here as well. Or two or it lists them separately. The sucralose and the sucralose acetate isobutyrate. So 3, I guess. And then glycerol ester of rosin, which keeps things mixed. They swapped their Mountain Dew used to use a Forever chemical as a mixer, or like a stabilizer. I don't know what it would be called, but basically to keep all of the stuff mixed up. And they eventually swapped it for this ester of rosin one because, the government and everyone else complained. Sodium benzoate, sorry, to preserve freshness. And then some of the B vitamins, calcium disodium EDTA, protect flavor. And there's a lot of that stuff in here. Yellow 5, yellow 6. So it's even got food coloring. And then the last B vitamin. So this has 92 milligrams of caffeine for the can. Yeah, a lot going on with the ingredients. It's made in Purchase, New York. In this case. So definitely a mass-produced, highly engineered drink of stuff. Anyways, this is the orange citrus. So they call it a flavored juice drink from concentrate with other natural flavors. 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. Go over all this again. 80 calories for the can, 180 milligrams of sodium. That's kind of high, 8%. I usually relate this to like a bag of chips, which is generally like 6% of your daily values. So this has more salt, more sodium than a bag of chips. And then we've got, what is that? Total sugar is 20 grams, and then added sugar is 17 grams. Then we got the vitamin C, niacin, B6, and pantothenic acid. Around 100 or 80% of your daily value, depending on which one. And all of the massive list of ingredients here. Things to take note of. Usually, ingredients list is going to be the most to the least thing. So, carbonated water and high fructose corn syrup are pretty much the main thing that you're drinking here. But there's a lot more. So, the white grape juice concentrate and the concentrated orange juice are 5% of the can. So, there's that. At the very least, it's nice that that's in there. Just trying to adjust my framing here so I can hold it a little easier. And we've got citric acid, sodium phosphates to protect flavor, natural flavors, gum arabic, potassium sorbate to preserve freshness, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, caffeine, sodium citrate, so acetate, potassium, sucralose, acetate, isobutyrate, and sucralose. Those are all low-calorie sweetener sugar alternatives. I would say do your research on that stuff and understand what you're drinking because, it's mixed and it's good, bad, It's important for you and your health to learn, right? So I think it would be good to check that out for yourself. All right, and the glycerol ester of rosin to keep things mixed. And sodium benzoate, another preservative, has a lot of preservatives in here. Then we got some B vitamins, calcium disodium EDTA, another preservative type thing. Then we have yellow 5, yellow 6, and the last B vitamin. So it even has food coloring in here. And the yellow 5, I don't know about the yellow 6, but they have also some mixed research on especially affecting children that consume yellow 5. It's like ADHD related, I believe. I'm not sure on the details. So, again, read up on things and understand what you're drinking. And then we have 92 milligrams of caffeine for the can. So, clearly, the ingredients don't look amazing on this thing, but it is Mountain Dew. Yeah, a lot going on with the ingredients. Get my microphone out of the way a little bit. Definitely very yellow. Very, very yellow. But I mean, it has yellow 5 and yellow 6 in here. So kind of extreme color. I don't think it's necessary. But here we are. See some of the carbonation. I don't think it's, there's supposed to, is there supposed to be? Yeah. The first ingredient is carbonated water. All right. So there's that. It does have an orange smell. Yeah, it smells like an actual orange, and it does have some juice in here. And orange is one of the things. It says concentrated orange juice. So, anyways, let's try this out. Again, this is the Kickstart Orange Citrus. I think the carbonation works well here. It's actually somewhat bitter. The orange comes through, noticeable, which is nice. But to me, it tastes like watered down orange juice. It is relatively sweet, but it has this unusual kind of bitterness to it. It kind of lingers in your mouth. Not sure what is causing that. Of course, it uses high fructose corn syrup as the main sweetener. It's not a lot, though, considering the size of the can. It's 21 total carbohydrates, 20 grams of total sugars. So, comparatively to a soda pop, that's usually smaller, it has less sugar. So, that's nice. Yeah. I don't mind the flavor. I think it's pretty decent for what it is. It does have an unusual aftertaste in a way to me. I'm not sure what that's coming from. Could be all the preservatives, or maybe the sucralose or the aspartame potassium, or maybe even, yeah, I don't know. My mouth is also getting kind of dry as I drink this. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind the flavor. I like the carbonation. Obviously, I'm not a fan of the ingredients. It's got food coloring in here. It's got all the sugar alternatives. a ton of preservatives, like multiple. It's nice that it has a little bit of juice in here, but it clearly gets overshadowed by all of the additional stuff they throw into this thing to make it shelf stable or whatever purpose it is. Yeah, it's kind of intense with all the stuff inside. It does, of course, have high fructose corn syrup, which is definitely not the the vibe these days, or whatever you want to call it, as the main sweetener. Yeah. So I wouldn't go out of my way to drink this that often, but I mean, maybe occasionally if you're okay with all the ingredients and such that it has in it. So that again is the Mountain Dew Orange Citrus Kickstart. All right. Next. Any comments, questions? No. So this one is not on Amazon, but you might be able to find it locally or online. Sorry. There's another orange drink. I'm going to show the English text, but it also has that Kinza. Yeah. All right. Taking a look at this Kinza orange drink. So it is carbonated, Saudi made. There's a nice design here to the label can. Looks pretty cool. Let's look at the nutrition facts. It says serve cold. And then we've got, kind of hard for me to read it. There appears to be 14 grams of total sugars. There is no caffeine. There's a little bit of sodium. It says 0.005 grams of sodium. It kind of lists it different than I'm used to seeing. And servings per container 3.2. What? So maybe the sugar count is different than I think. So if it's 3.2, that would mean this is 30, like 40 or 50 grams of sugar. I'm not sure, honestly. The labeling is kind of hard to discern here. So for the ingredients, we have water, sugar, carbon dioxide, acidity, citric acid, preservatives, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, stabilizer, Arabic gum, flavoring. It says natural identical orange flavor, acidity regulator, sodium citrates, colors, sunset yellow, FCFE, and azurubine E. So it has food coloring. Yeah, the ingredients don't look amazing. And I don't know if it has any actual juice in here. So that's that. It's actually kind of similar to this Mountain Dew Kickstart. So, with some of the ingredients. All right. Anyways, I'll show it up close. There's the Kinza orange. So go like that. Carbonated drink. There's the nutrition facts. Actually, how big is this thing? 320. Oops, come on, camera. So it's 320 milliliters for the can. Looks like a normal can size to me. There's the nutrition facts. So this says 3.2 servings per container. It's 100 milliliters per serving, apparently. So I guess we would multiply all this by 3.2. So it looks like it has a lot of sugar in here, if that's the case. That's going to be 14 times 3.2. But that's pretty much it for that. So it's made in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And for the ingredients, we have water, sugar, carbon dioxide, acidity, which is citric acid, and then preservatives, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, stabilizers, Arabic gum, flavoring, natural identical orange flavor, acidity regulator, which is sodium citrates, and then the colors, which is sunset yellow FCFE 110 and uh, Azuruba, what does that say? Azurobine E122. So I'm not really thrilled with the ingredients here. So we got food coloring and such, but it has regular sugar, which is nice, I guess. Let's pop it open. That's what it smells like. Yeah. Not a strong smell, but it is orange smell. Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely got some food coloring in it. Definitely has some food coloring. Very orange. See the carbonation. Interesting. Yeah, looks kind of cool. Oops. Another smell test. Yeah, it's a very unusual orange smell to me. Doesn't smell bad. Anyways, again, this is the Kinza orange carbonated drink. Let's try it. To me, it's more of a classic orange drink, orange soda pop. It's got a bit of the more natural orange flavor than those orange sodas or orange pops, and like I would say as a kid. Um, the orange flavor in this one to me tastes a little more normal and natural than the orange of like a Crush. I think Crush was a brand of orange drink, orange pop, and I mean it looks like it. So I feel like they're going in that direction with the like classic orange soda pop. If you consider that it's just regular sugar, this, I mean, I'd say this is better than something like a classic orange drink, orange pop drink. You know, it does have the food coloring and such, but it's at the very least, it's just regular sugar. Yeah, flavor wise, to me, the taste of this orange is more in like the mandarin direction of the type of orange that they're trying to mimic. They do say natural, it says flavoring natural identical orange flavor. I'm not sure what they mean by identical, but that's that. Yeah, it's like a classic orange soda pop. Seems pretty nice. Right from the can here. Yeah. I do like the type of orange flavor that they're using. It's a little bit different than what I remember. I haven't had one of those classic orange soda pops in a long time, so I'm just trying to go from memory. But got the normal sugar in here. It's got the orange flavor. Does have some food coloring, which I guess is fine. Uh, Other than that, yeah, if you're into just classic soda pop, you don't care about the sugar content, because I think this one has, so it'd be 3.2, 10, 20, 30, 8, probably 40 to 50 grams of sugar in this thing. If you're okay with that, maybe take a look and see if you can find it somewhere. Sorry, just to try it out. See if you like the specific orange flavor that they use. I think that works pretty well. So, anyways, that was the Kinza Orange soda pop. They call it a carbonated drink. Yeah. I mean, if you compare it to something like this, I'd probably prefer this to this, but this doesn't have caffeine. I don't think it does. It says 0 caffeine. All right. That is it for my little drink reviews today. Lots of orange. Probably the one I would go for would be the Olipop in that case, usually. But, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna sign out. I do drink reviews, snack reviews occasionally, tech, photography, all that stuff, computers, anything that I have access to at this point, usually. But yeah, I'm gonna sign out. See ya. There's that, and then YouTube. I'm gonna swap over to my Scotty Photon YouTube channel to edit. There. All right.